Welcome back to Bushbound 42. In this week's episode, we take on some remote, rough and corrugated roads along the Savannah Way before wheeling into the iconic Daly Waters Pub. Daly Waters has definitely been on our radar for some time now, and we're super excited to see it in person finally. As most people do, we continued north to Mataranka, stopping in at both Bitter Springs and the thermal pool. To fill you guys in, we're starting out at Archer Creek. We're also lucky enough to meet an awesome fella by the name of Murray, who has been travelling for some time now. He was nice enough to give us heaps of advice for our travels in the future, so if you end up watching this video, mate, thanks heaps for that. It wasn't long up the road and we found ourselves in at Hot Springs, which was definitely an interesting place. The hot springs weren't that deep, but super hot. We had to bring out the shovel to allow some cold creek water in to cool it down, which was a super cool experience and a first for me. We kept hitting the road and made it into Pinnarendi Station. We only stayed the one night here, but this was truly an amazing spot and a highlight of our travels so far. Both amazing facilities and people, so it was a big tick for us. Next stop for us was at Undara, where we had booked the wind tunnel tour. It was roughly a 20-minute bus drive out before walking down the trail and seeing what was on offer. The tour lasted roughly an hour and was about $150 for the both of us. This entire area was formed after a volcanic eruption 190,000 years ago, and to me is one of Australia's hidden gems. With a quick call through to the pub checking the road was open, we found ourselves back on the dirt and navigating a few little creek crossings through some of the best countryside we have had in a while. It was certainly a nice change as well, having the road all to ourselves, and one of them things we definitely prefer. First real water crossing of the little road into the gorge, so let's see how we go. With the last of the water crossings complete, I found ourselves coming into Elsey to check out Copperfield Gorge. This is definitely one of those places that videos don't do justice and for sure needs to be seen in person. Unlike Copperfield Gorge, which most people choose to visit instead, this gorge doesn't require a paid tour. We wheeled into the Undara Hotel for a quick beer because it would have been rude not to. Some of the locals actually gave us directions to an awesome little camp down on the river roughly 10 minutes out of town, where we decided to stay for the next 3 nights. This was an unreal place to be parked up, and we certainly done a lot of relaxing as well as catching the odd fish and cooking up plenty of food. We were back on the road and ticking off the towns like Georgetown and ended up having a long look around Croydon. Croydon is definitely one of those small towns with heaps to see, and even more interesting is how much history is in the area. If you're passing through, it's definitely worth a visit. We also drove out to Lake Belmore, which is home to some good sized barra and freshwater crocs according to some of the locals. We decided not to swim as we had heard there could even be the odd salty in there too. With that, another day on the road was over and we were treated to this amazing sunset to finish the day off. With a few hours of driving under our belt, we were passing through Normanton and kept pushing our way out to Crumba to what was possibly one of the best sunsets we've ever had whilst being on the road. After roughly 150 k's of both dirt and blacktop driving, we're pulling into one of the best free camps around. This is known as Leichhardt Falls. You can find this free camp along the Burketown-Normanton Road, and after a long day of driving, it makes it the perfect campsite. We camped here for 2 nights because with views this good, we didn't want to move on in a hurry. You guys have probably noticed as well that we are now in Convoy with another couple. This is Matt and Lex, also known as Aussie Laps. We were fortunate enough to meet each other at Karumba and decided we would do this stretch of the Savannah Way together. With a stretch of about 80k being done, we found ourselves in Burketown, or as some people call it, the barramundi capital of Australia. We didn't stop for very long and kept on chasing kilometres, passing through roadhouses and water crossings. It's hard to believe with how remote and dusty these areas are that there is still so much water laying around. We were noticing a change in the landscape with every k we were heading west. It wasn't until now that you started to truly feel how remote and harsh this landscape can be. Hell's Gate Roadhouse. This was one of the coolest roadhouses we've passed through, and this place had all the facilities you could ask for. This was a super quiet camp, and to top things off, we got treated to an amazing sunset walk with the dogs. We were up and at it early, straight into the dust again before wheeling into the Northern Territory border. The corrugation's definitely worse than once crossing the border, and we're starting to see why people were saying the Savannah Way gets rough and rugged. Seven Emu Station was next on our to-do list. This station was actually known as one of the first owned by Aboriginal fella called Willie Shadforth, who originally bought the station outright in 1953. The station has been passed down through generations and was one of the most scenic places we've ever been to. If you're thinking of stopping in, we would highly recommend this place to anyone. We decided to stay at the Lookout Camp as we had heard about these amazing sunsets. The next day we went to tackle a 38k track to the mouth of the Gulf. Lucky for us, we got to meet an awesome fella who took us out on his boat and wanted to show us the mouth of the Gulf from the water. I won't lie, I was definitely nervous about being on this little tinny in the same waters as some big crocs. With our tinny adventures over, we were sending it back to camp and navigating our way through this amazing property, but we had to get the fire going to cook up a little gift we got. You wish we got it.
It's huge. It was 85 centimetres.
Yep.
Fresh from the ocean.
Got yesterday.
Yeah, we got it yesterday.
It's certainly hard to beat cooking over a fire and enjoying time spent with friends. This was also the night Matt thought he'd mix up some drinks, and let's just say we woke up with some sore heads. Skipping forward quite a few kilometres after some stops at Borroloola and King Ash Bay, we found ourselves in the iconic town of Daly Waters.
Look at this little man holding up traffic.
It's not the traffic lights you gotta worry about.
And the wind. So we bit the bullet and we're gonna stay the night. We weren't planning to. We were gonna just spend the day here and keep moving on, but Nathan loves an iconic pub.
The pub got us again. Hate when that happens.
No, so we had to stay, didn't we?
Yeah. It's only $30 a night, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, we had heard some rumours that the camping was very very close together and like people couldn't open their awnings and stuff. So we'll wait and see what it's like before we comment, because it might be that way. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. It's definitely a iconic place, though, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique.
It is very unique. It's different being here in person than actually like watching videos and looking at photos. And, like,
yeah.
Right now there's 2 donkeys walking past. Like, where the heck does that happen?
Yeah, so we want to check it out. We might get some lunch and come for happy hour and stuff like that. So we're just going to enjoy it while we're here.
Yeah, have to show them all inside the pub. So.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to camp pretty close together, eh?
Yeah, we be able to listen to your neighbour's conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, it's only overnighter, I guess.
Yeah, only an overnighter, but I guess
still only early in the day as well too, so I'm kind of thinking it's going to get worse.
Yes.
But we're strolling to the pub.
To the pub.
My favourite.
Look, they've got dunnies right out in the open. See? Nothing wrong with it. Not even a mark.
Yeah, I think she still runs.
This is the original Northern Territory bull catcher. Definitely an interesting piece of machinery, that.
Yeah, she's a wild bit of gear, isn't it?
Yeah. Like brand new.
You'd be nervous if even with this like barricading, whatever you want to call it, on there, like if a ball hit that close to you.
Good old King's seat covers, still going strong.
Oh, that's funny.
There's little Kevin. Still wouldn't want to get caught up with him, that's for sure.
Old Ned. Look at his rifle in his
That's
hand.
his original armour.
Yeah, that's how big
That's how big he was. Yep, can definitely imagine that's the case. Sure, Nathan will be one of them shortly.
We thought we better go in and check out Tim's junkyard. Now for $6 a person, it was money well spent.
That is an old fire truck.
There's a croc on the roof.
That's huge,
It's massive. It's like the one at Normanton.
This is from 1932.
It's actually crazy.
How old is that? Look like how much different they are now.
It's doing such good neck too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is crazy. Even like an old XH repair manual.
Oh, Dad would love
so
that.
Cool. Yeah, he would.
I'm not usually one for like old knickknacks and things like that, but this place is pretty cool.
There is like bits and pieces of absolutely anything and everything.
Yeah. And they've got little information panels, which I love, because like a lot of the time I don't really know what I'm looking at. Yeah. But like they've got even this, like the original bicycle to cycle south to North Adelaide to Darwin.
1897.
Like that's crazy. An old, what did you say this was? California.
What's that on the side? California Highway Patrol. I don't know if that's like done up to be, but I don't know, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually really sick. If you're here, it's worth checking out. It's like $6 per person entry, so it's not too bad. And this is where Nathan will be later. His head in the guillotine.
That's if I don't do the dishes each night.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
It's a sick place. I love it. There's, what have we got? Shirts, hats. Just a bit of me, I think.
Oh, Nathan's favourite thing.
We're in this random hut just full of shoes. Alright.
Look at that.
Now we're talking.
That looks bloody good.
What did we end up getting?
The steak sandwich and the schnitzel burger.
Yeah.
We're going to share it.
Yeah, we're going to split it so it's the best of both worlds.
Oh, it looks bloody good.
Let's into it. 10 out of 10, mate.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was really good.
I would highly recommend. I'm a chicken burger connoisseur, and that chicken burger was amazing. bit better than the steak burger, I reckon. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the chicken burger tops the chart.
It was good.
And it's actually very, like a good sized portion.
Yeah, we're like stuffed, hey?
Yeah, I'm like struggling to eat these chips, but I'm still going.
Which is very unlike you. Usually it's no effort for Nathan, he'll smash it in all of 5 minutes, but that was really good food, I have to say.
And we even got live music or something tonight, I think.
Yeah, we're going to come back for the live music, and they're playing some bangers at the moment.
They actually are. It's like the exact same as our playlist.
Yeah, it's cool. What do you reckon, a happy hour?
It's great. I'm loving it. It's actually really busy though too.
So busy.
Cheap beers. What we want. What was it? How much was it?
$6.50 or something?
Yeah, that's alright. With that, our time was up at Daly Waters, so we kept heading north towards Larimer. Larimer was definitely an interesting place, and if you haven't seen the movie yet, Last Stop Larimer will certainly make this place an eye-opener. In saying that though, this little town also played a vital part in the war and had some amazing pieces for us to see.
Good morning, guys. So we join you at Bitter Springs this morning.
Yeah, we're just staying at the caravan park just behind us, and it's only like 500-metre walk down and we're straight in the water.
Yeah, we've come a little bit earlier this morning. We weren't brave enough to come first thing. We're hoping it'll be a little bit quieter this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh this morning too. We still got our jumpers on, so
yeah, it's getting out of the warm water is going to be hard. But yeah, we'll take you along with us. Pretty beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully the GoPro picks up like underwater very well, but
yeah,
we've got our goggles and our little snorkels, so.
What did you think?
Oh, it was actually amazing, eh? That was probably like, we were in there for like an hour and a half and it felt like 5 minutes.
It's so cool.
Yeah, when we first got in and jumped in the water, it was like that cold. Your fingers were a bit like burny.
Yeah,
like,
when you got in the water, like the water was warm but your hands were so cold,
And then we just went down and back, and we had to like swim against the current to come back because we weren't brave enough to get out and walk up the footpath.
It's too cold.
We've seen like 3 turtles and stuff. Highly recommend that. That's like the best way to start.
Well, 11 out of 10 experience.
Yeah, definitely. I'm interested to see what the other one's like, but they say this one's a bit more natural, so
yeah,
this might be the pick of them. Well, as you can probably tell, we've moved camps. We're now at the Mataranka homestead. We're going to stay here for, we're booked in for 3 nights, but potentially 6 because Greer just started a new job working remotely, so that'll be Monday, Tuesday. We had to get a bit more open sky for the Starlink because of what definitely wasn't working back there. But yeah, not a bad spot. We've got a powered site over here just to run the aircon and stuff. We're a bit more comfortable. $40 a night, so I mean, I think that's just the going price for around here. But yeah, live music and stuff every night they say, so we'll go and check the pool out and we'll show you guys the live music and the bar and stuff.
We are at the Mataranka thermal pool now, so we want to compare the two and see which one we like better.
Yeah. Is that short drive? It was only like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a beautiful little walkway in. So yeah, we'll just see what it's like.
I've heard this one's a bit more like a pool compared to the Bitter Springs is a bit more natural, they say, but
yeah,
I guess we'll soon see. The walk-in's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful, hey?
Yeah, it does look pretty scenic down there, doesn't it?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think Bitter Springs takes the win.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is still really nice, really cool, but way busier and very
commercialised.
Yeah, more touristy, I think. The other one feels a bit more untouched.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, that one.
This one is way smaller as well, but still really nice. I just think it's not as hot though as the other one too. So.
Yeah. Bitter Springs takes the cake, but this is still sick.
Bitter Springs takes the cake. It's this one doesn't have the depth like the other one, but it's still really nice. So I feel like it's a bit more cool here.
Yeah.
The other one with your goggles and stuff on, you can go down, look for turtles and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen here.
This has a pretty cool, chill vibe though. Like,
yeah, like
we're looking up at those. And
we're just sitting on rocks and there's nice little water.
Yeah. But yeah, we still might come here and spend a few days.
Yeah,
we'll see
still
how
an amazing spot though.
100%.
You certainly have worse days. With Whippy being in town for his first week of shows, we thought what better timing to go and see him. He certainly puts on an amazing show, and lucky for me, I even got to be a part of it. Greer is definitely enjoying herself way too much after volunteering me to go up there.
You'll be standing there, mate, and you're just out here for everybody's viewing pleasure. I'll be standing behind you. Don't get any ideas. I'll be cracking around at extreme speed and everybody gets to watch your face after the whole show and you're looking pretty excited. So, righto, a few things you need to know. Keep your feet nice and close together. Do not move. That's pretty much common sense. And one more sensitive area, just protect your future. Righto, you ready? Are you ready? On here from you, Bob. We're ready to see extreme fast whip going around Nathan. We can do better than that. Are we ready to see blood? Sickos here, mate, I tell you. Hey, there will be blood if you move, so do not move.
We thought why not tackle the walk out to Mataranka Falls leaving from the homestead. There is no shortage of wildlife around here, and with the mix of the creeks it makes for a scenic little bushwalk.
So I believe this is the Roper River.
Slowly making ground.
It's pretty nice, hey?
It's definitely pretty crocky though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it looks pretty inviting.
It does.
If you didn't know where you were, it would be hard pressed not to get in and have a swim.
Finally back on course. Started losing the track there for a little bit. Don't know if the GoPro picks it up or not, but just here's a little croc trap lurking in the trees.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the actual falls are.
Nah, neither.
A little bit further, I don't know.
We'll have to go and jump across the creek, this little creek thing here, and read the sign.
It's been a little bit sketchy. I thought it was like going to be a bit of a clear trail, but we've been walking in the scrub.
We've been making our own trail through some sections. Having to get a stick and knock plenty of spiderwebs out, but... Okay, we won't lie, we had to do this in 2 days because we were way wrong with our navigational skills. But with a bit of assistance from the car and another long walk in, we finally made it to the falls. Pretty cool. This is where we'll leave you guys for this video. Stay tuned as next week we take on some amazing waterfalls and gorges through the Katherine region and venture north to Darwin with some of the best scenic camps we have been to so far. We appreciate all your support and following along with our travels, and we'll see you guys next time on Bushbound 42.